floor. Don't know if we want to intrude on this corner here. I don't think any of our ships actually use this little this corner bit here. They're all kind of round shapes. So we could come in with windows.
Yeah, give it like a
along there, or we could do the windows just outside the box entirely and make sure we keep the box clear.
Well, maybe we could do like some like vaulted like archways and like vault or arc window, arc window. Like stagger them, intruding 1 block or 2 blocks into it, or like you said, not intruding at all.
Well, let's see. This is where the edge of the ship is. At least if we want the deck to be the widest. So just right here, we've got about 3 blocks wide. Then we've got the airlock here. We're gonna need let's see, sliding door. That to the bar. Okay, so we're gonna need sliding doors, and we're going to need stairs. We could build the staircase going up like that. So we don't waste a lot of side-to-side space. Going out too far with the stairs gets us up to.
So in case some people have missed it, this is going to be like a dual airlock, both for the ship that is being built and the carrier itself, right?
This one will link to the frigate bay, but I think we wanted to do more on the sides that you could have larger capital ships come up alongside it.
So we could do like a
facing out.
Like a capital dock, like the one that we have in our stations.
Yeah, so that would come off as a tube off the side.
In general, I think it's a good idea to have it, linked like these general access ways.
So that works out well for about the max width that we want the ship to be. And I don't think we want it to be straight up and down, so we might want some kind of finessing here with.
Yeah. Yes, we're not building a rectangular Lego brick.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is we don't want to go. You never go full cube.
Exactly.
So we may actually need to make the deck a little wider or something so that we have enough to kind of slope these sides.
Yeah, like kind of like have it hanging out a little, like in a seagoing
Well, do
carrier,
you
something
want
like
to
that.
go? Do you want to kind of go like how the Appalachia is with? It has sort of this tube shape.
I do like that. I think it has character and it's in a way referencing older carriers.
And then it's kind of a flat top, so
Hmm.
we could do that. Which doesn't look too bad here. It'd be 3 tall, so that also give us a little bit of space for the sponsons.
Yeah. Which we were talking about that we want to equip this carrier with at least 4 sponsons
Right.
per.
So we can cover each corner.
Yeah.
We'll probably also need more guns, a little top and bottom, because the deck's going to interfere with a lot of the upwards fire.
Yeah.
Likewise, the frigate bay.
Yeah, we want this thing to put a sizable amount of flak in the air.
Yeah, not a lot of offensive weapons. It's not meant to go in there and engage against frigates, because it's just going to get torn up. It's not going to be meant for that. But enough so that it can defend itself from fighters and some PMWs and that kind of thing.
Especially those.
This can...
Nice. In a way, if we extrude those lines, it has kind of like an airship look to it.
Yeah. So I do worry a little bit about this staircase and these arms. I'm not quite sure yet how we're going to get that blended. Carry this here.
Could be maybe like having like maybe as a total number of arms that go down, and some of those arms like alternating every X amount of arms, like one is a bit thicker than the other, something like that.
Well, we need at least 6 arms. We need 1 for each corner of the shipyard, the laser shipyard, and 2 for the airlocks.
So maybe those could be the thicker ones, and then we just add some
more ornamental ones to fill in the spaces in between. So we would do like 2 ornamental ones in front and 1 ornamental one behind.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That sounds good.
That'd also kind of break it up and make it slightly asymmetrical.
Yeah.
To back.
Thinking of asymmetry, I was wondering if we, down the line, having like some protrusions that have different tasks, like I don't know, sensors.
And I think we can still fit here. I was thinking, I don't want to just have this kind of open stairwell that people can just fall down.
Yeah.
So we could do a door there, but I might be happy if we could build a whole wall, but I don't think that's necessary. We can work it out. We can just do a window there, actually. A window or something.
Yeah, I agree. So, do you want to mock up or design something else before the end of this episode?
Sure. Let's take a look at this. It's looking pretty good from the side. Front, it's pretty plain.
Yeah. Well, I think the overall shape, it looks like a carrier, which is, I guess, is important.
We're not gonna. I don't think we're going a full 5 blocks down, sink in. I think this is about as far as we want to bring.
Yeah.
Bring it down here.
Yeah, agree.
I wonder if the laser shipyard works with the rotors. If it does, we could actually make folding arms to kind of keep it a little more compact, top to bottom, until it's deployed.
That would be nice.
So, talking about multiplayer usability, clanginess, questionable, very questionable.
Yeah, putting all those things in the balance to see which one is more important than the other. I I'm seeing it from the side now that you mentioned the thick part of it, like the part that is the height of the tanks. It looks really nice. It looks really well, the proportions look nice. I'm seeing what you're mentioning about the length of the arms. That they're basically at the at the maximum that we want them. Anything lower than that is gonna start to look
Yeah.
like a giant bug or something like that. I don't know.
No, that's too bad. I mean, call it the giant bug.
Hmm.
We don't have a name for the carrier yet, so giant bug might be on the list.
Exactly.
Let's start looking at thruster arrays. You said you kind of like the one on Tharsis.
Yeah, I wanted something with at least 4 points for hydrogen. Whoa, a laser attack. Anyway, so yeah, four hydrogen thrusters at least, and possibly to expand it towards 6 or 8. But I do like a 4-prong aft section engine cluster.
Let's try something with just pull some lines off the back, kind of get an idea about how big we want the thruster housing to be. And then we can start filling it with thrusters. So it's pretty decently big.
Mm-hmm.
If we split it side by side and just do 2 mirrored clusters, let's see, how wide is this? It's 10, so
Do you wanna do it like a V shape, like to follow the shape of the tanks?
well, I think it'll round out a little on top, won't it, with the island there. You can start building something on the right side and see what you can come up with. Unless you wanted to do something middle thrusters. Heathen. I don't know, it might actually be wide enough that we could do the just double up the thruster cluster, the Shenandoah.
Oh, you're right.
It's pretty big.
That's yeah, we can actually fit 2 ions here also. Or
Let's.
okay.
Oh, the Shen wastes a lot of space with just kind of aesthetic thruster surrounds. We'll see what we can do.
I think in a way it makes sense to have like a double cruiser drive on this carrier. like for even for lore purposes, like standardization of components and
Right.
just like installing two of the same engine, something like that. It's
That fits. It's nice Saturn V kind of style.
I do like it a
And
lot.
the thing about the Shen is it has these. This is kind of a stylistic thing. A lot of my ships I do is 2-1 slopes around the four corners of the hydrogen thrusters. And when they're properly painted, not just kind of my default tan, I use a kind of slightly warmer gray, kind of reddish gray for a lot of my thruster components. It looks pretty good. At least I think it does. But the problem with this is we also gotta fit some ions in here so that it can move around without using up any of its hydrogen. And doing all these thruster surrounds will eat up a lot of that space in between that could be using ion thrusters.
Well, if we are doubling up, we could maybe remove the one from the center. Let's see. Where do you have the ions? Oh, you have them to the sides, right?
Yeah, they're kind of tucked away at the side.
Okay. What if we offset this 2 blocks towards the outside, and then we'll leave a center line that we can use for ions? Or maybe just move it 1 block. I like that.
Well, that's about where it is on the Shen. And it does make it a little easier to kind of round out this outside edge.
Yeah. Let's say we do that. It's already like you mentioned before, it puts it into the same like architectural language that the other ships in your faction have.
Well, it's supposed to be for both of our factions, so yours have
Actually, let me paste the Tharsis real quick.
let me save real quick. Do you know if the guns are off on Tharsis?
Yeah. They're off.
Okay.
Either way, safe.
Yep, it's saved.
Okay. Stand by for lag.
Don't you tell me what to do!
Okay. Pasted. Any moment now.
Oh, the lag's hitting.
There it is.
Okay, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I went and exposed the thrusters a little so they can have, also a gripping effect, and added those like clamps on them. And have a central ion cluster.
Yeah, I'm thinking now, how can we use that central ion cluster with this? And I think if we turn it on its side,
Yeah.
we could actually use the Tharsis' cluster with the Shenandoah's hydrogens.
That's a good idea.
Instead of this, we're gonna have to cut this. Get to cut. So let's cut. So now let's look at the Tharsis. It's So like that, and you can just add a couple extra armor blocks on this so it doesn't accidentally fall apart when I start cutting it up. These blocks here. We could actually get in a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Here we go.
Nice. Let me remove the Tarsis. And of course the color changed. So now, do you still want to add the side ions also?
I think we can leave that till later. I think this is a good start.
Yeah.
Kind of see how it's. It might be because we're really thin where the hydrogen tanks are. I think they've gotten us a good height, but I'm not sure that design is actually wide enough for the ship. So, if we make it too wide at the engine bell, then it may not look good.
True. Well, I think we can do a partial conclusion here of what we have achieved. Main shapes, engine cluster, and location of the avenues for the players to move around. I don't know if do you want to add something else, or am I missing?
It's just kind of we've got basic shape down, we've got general size working, we know what our requirements are. Now it's just kind of slowly get an idea for something, implement it, see how it looks in the overall scheme of things, and just keep building on it.
Yep. Pretty much. So I think we're off to a good start.